In this guitar technique lesson, I show you how to fix your fretting hand technique problems so that you can play guitar much faster and easier. You learn how to move your fretting hand fingers in a more efficient way because efficiency equals speed. The more efficiently your hands and fingers move, the faster you play and the easier it's going to be. Hi, I'm Tom Hess. When I started learning to play lead guitar, I moved my fretting hand in really inefficient ways, and my fretting hand fingers were not able to play fast because I was not moving my fingers in my hand efficiently. So developing speed on the guitar was really hard for me back then. I didn't know why it was difficult. I just thought that maybe I didn't have the potential to ever play fluently. So I struggled for a long time. That is, until one day I took lessons with a really great teacher who showed me how to hold my fretting hand the right way and how to move my fingers in a more efficient way. Once I learned this, everything changed. My playing got smoother, faster, and easier. Now, I've taught countless guitar players to do the same, and today I want to begin helping you. So let's get started. What you'll see next is an excerpt of a lesson I taught at one of my annual live events.
Now, on the left hand, your fingers seem to move a lot when they don't need to. Okay? And I'm not super crazy about efficiency of left hand. I'm more concerned about efficiency of the right hand. But there is some work that we could do to increase the efficiency of the left hand so it has to do less work, and we can get more speed out of the work being done. Okay, can you play the scale again? Okay, all right. So when you play with the left hand here, you're kind of doing, it's not this bad, I'm exaggerating on purpose, but you're, okay. I want to keep the strings closer, and keep the fingers closer, and we do that by not using so much downward tension. Because every time you have to push down hard, or you're pushing down hard, you're also releasing them hard. You're telling your fingers to fire away. Okay? Just do this. Watch your left hand. Oh. Okay, all right. Now, when you're down here, I don't know if anyone else caught it. When Grant was playing, here, play just the bottom two strings. Okay, play it again. And watch this. Not you. You guys watch this. Okay. So what's happening is you're rolling your wrist, your arm. You're doing this to play the notes. Now your hands are quite a bit bigger than mine. So if I can reach this, you definitely can reach this. Right? Your fingers are longer, your hands are bigger. So my hand isn't doing this. I'm not doing this to play the notes. You're kind of doing that down here. That's another thing that's slowing you down. So put your middle finger in the middle first, on the 5th fret. Now from there, put your 4th finger down where it needs to go. You can release the middle finger now. Okay? Can you just do this? Right. Yeah, that's it, without rolling your whole wrist. Right. That's better now. See, now your fingers are moving more efficiently because you're not using your hand to roll them around. Okay? Try this on 2 strings. You don't have to pick anything. Just make the motions. All right, so continue all the way down. All right, as you're doing that, try and stay relaxed. So don't worry about picking anything or for you and fretting. Just touch the frets where they're going to be with the fingers.
So don't even press. Just get
Nope.
used to the
Just
positioning.
pretending. So you know what air guitar is?
Sure do.
That's basically what we're doing here. Except without sucking. Okay? Just making contact with the notes. You're not pushing anything down, not fretting anything. Real light. I think you're fretting them all. I think you're fretting them all.
Still pressing too hard. Like if
I think you're actually pushing down on I think you're fretting the notes. Just touch the string.
well, it's 40-year habits.
It's like this. Just do this. Right on the 3rd fret, then on the 5th fret, then on the 7th fret. Yep, all the way down through the whole scale. Right, now just do it faster. Real light. Okay, now, keeping it very light, fret the notes as you play them. Just push the notes down. Not legato or anything. You're just now going to just super light. That's not light enough. Lighter. Pushing, fret the notes, but lighter, relaxed. So now your left hand is moving much more efficiently than it was when you came up here. A lot more. Now, without changing anything over there, let's pick the notes. Don't change anything in the left hand. Go lighter in the left hand. Okay. Some improvement was made, but not as much as I'm looking for. So it is better now than when you came up. But when you went from playing light and not picking anything, as soon as you brought the pick to the guitar, you kind of reverted back to some of the old ways of some inefficiency and more tension, and you started off doing a little rolling here of the wrist in the beginning. It got better the second time you played it, all right? So that means to fix, it's improving, we're just not there yet everywhere we want to be. So we want to go back to just touching again. Super light, just touching, no fretting, don't push the notes down, no picking. And experience what it's like to be totally, very loose and relaxed there, up and down the scale. Real relaxed. Okay, don't even push down on the frets, just touching them. So with that feeling, that level of tension, fret the notes now. Okay, now you're doing like little hammers. You're doing ing, 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 real light. It doesn't take much at all for those strings to go down. Now let's try again. Bring the pick and play the notes. Try not to change anything in the left hand. Okay, you reverted back a little bit. That's okay. That means that we just need more practice to go back. It's going to be a cycle like this. Remember when Daryl's presentation, he had visualize, I don't know if you were in the room for that. Visualize, attempt, visualize, attempt. That's what we're going to do here, kind of. We're just going to do this touch the strings without fretting, then fret the notes without picking, still keeping that light touch, then picking. And then we can start all over again with just touching, then just fretting, then with the picking. And every time that we go through that cycle, we want to bring the feeling of the just touching the strings, that level of tension, into the regular playing. It'll take maybe several times, maybe a whole day, I don't know, maybe a whole week. But this is how to get that left hand to relax, drop a lot of its tension, and as a byproduct of that will be a lot of natural efficiency will come into the left hand.
All right, so now let's talk quickly about how to practice this. Essentially, the advice I'm going to give you is the same advice I gave my student in the video, and that is to touch the frets without pushing down on them, to make sure that your fingers are very light. Okay, you're moving in an efficient way, you're not using a lot of tension. Make sure that you're not turning your wrist in order to reach the notes. So you position your hand in such a way that you don't have to turn the wrist to play. The hand shouldn't really be helping your fingers to get to where they want to go. So you just start by lightly touching the strings, not fretting them, don't push down. When you do that a few times, very lightly, then fret the notes, but no legato. We're not doing hammer-ons or pull-offs. We're not picking anything yet. Just fret them with the same light touch. Then you bring the pick in, and then you start playing, picking through the strings, picking through the notes. Then you repeat that cycle. Go back to just touching it, then go back to fretting it without the picking hand, and then play. And you go through that cycle until you can fret the notes and pick the notes cleanly, efficiently, and without a lot of tension, very smoothly. Now, if you want to learn to double your guitar speed while cutting your practice time in half, I'll show you how in my free guide titled Double Your Guitar Speed While Cutting Your Practice Time in Half. It's totally free. Click on the link below in the description to download your copy so that you can increase your speed on the guitar very easily and very quickly.